Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video let's do the review of the Samsung Galaxy wireless buds that was launched recently, and I'll also compare it with the Apple AirPods because I have been actually using these Apple AirPods for the past 1.5 years, and I started using this with this Galaxy S10 for the last 1 week. So I'll give you my impressions, what I like about this one and what are the things that I do not like. So here are the buds, and I've already opened it, guys. Just want to show you what comes inside this. So we have this, which actually has the earbuds, and we also get this, and this is the USB Type-C cable and some wingtips and ear tips extra that are supplied. So pretty simple in terms of packaging and what you get. So let me keep these things to the side, and let's also have a look at this, which is the most important part, I feel. So it comes in this pill shaped box. Good thing is that it has USB Type-C port, so that's a nice thing. And when you open it up, you also have LED LED over here, which gives you an idea what's happening. And inside, if this denotes green, that means it's fully charged, and you just can take these out and start using it. And we have the connectors here, as you can see, that'll be for charging, as you can see over here on the left and right. So we'll also have a LED light over here, and as you can see, red, it glows in red. And charge, you can charge it with USB Type-C port, but let's say if you have this modern S10, S10 Plus, yeah, these are also wireless charging they support. So I'm just going to switch on wireless charging and wireless power share. And if I put it here, I think so I have to enable it. Sorry, I have to enable it over here. More info, power sharing. Wireless power sharing is on, and we just put it here. As you can see, it made a beeping noise, and now it's charging it wirelessly. So these can be charged active wirelessly. So that's actually a nice thing. But let's forget about this. And I've been actually using it with this Galaxy S10 Plus, and it pairs really well with this one. Obviously, it works over Bluetooth. And when you open this up, and if you just take them out, it will detect actually the earbuds automatically and give you an idea how much battery life and stuff is. So the pairing and stuff is very, very easy, at least on these new Galaxy S10, S10 Plus. So just like what do you say, Apple iPhone. So in terms of connectivity, I do not have any issues. It pairs very easily, and it also has an app. Let me actually show you the app and all the stuff. So I'll talk about the sound quality, etc. in the later part of the video. And this app was actually pre-installed because it's a Samsung phone. But if it's not a Samsung phone, you'll have to download this Galaxy wearable app, and if you click on this, it gives you an idea about the device itself. As you can see, a lot of settings are over here, and it also shows you the battery life. It's both 100% on the left and the right earbuds. And from here, we also have the equalizer. By default, it will be on this middle dynamic, but I felt that the bass was pretty lacking in any other mode, so I'm using it with this bass boost mode. And we also have the touchpad over here. These areas on the left and right are touch sensitive, both on the left and right, and you can control your music and stuff like that. And we also have this ambient sound option on this one. And yes, these provide good seal because these are in ear, and this is supposed to allow you to hear a lot of ambient sound, and I would say it sort of works, but not that great. Yes, when you enable it, you will start to hear a little bit of sound that is around you, but again, it's not super effective in my frank opinion. But it's a nice app that you have. So let's now talk about what do I feel about this one. In terms of functionality and features, as you saw, they are very functional, and just like the AirPods that works seamlessly with the Apple iPhones, this one also works really seamlessly with this Galaxy S10. You open it up, it detects and stuff. So in that area, I think so they have done a very good job. And guys, in the last 7 days, I actually got 2 OTA updates on this one. So that's actually a nice thing. So it looks like Samsung is working on us. And in fact, I would say the sound signature improved slightly after those updates. But now let's talk about the sound, which I feel is the most important thing in earbuds. And here I would say the results are sort of mixed in my frank opinion. First, let's talk about vocals and midtones. Here I feel these earbuds do a very good job, and here I would rate them 9 out of 10. Also in terms of high tones and trebles, they were fine. They were not very sharp, so that way they were produced very well. I would rate it 8.5 out of 10. Now when it comes to bass, which overall is sort of important, here I feel these are pretty lacking. And even when I went to this interface on the smartphone and enabled it to the highest setting for the bass, then also I feel the bass is slightly on the lacking side. And if I have to rate in terms of bass, then I would rate it 7 out of 10. In terms of comfort, I would say Samsung did a very good job. These are more comfortable than the Samsung Gear Icon X, which I had earlier. So definitely a lot more comfortable. And also in terms of battery life, I would say finally Samsung is getting things right. Again, battery life will depend upon your usage, how high volume levels you're keeping and stuff. But I would say roughly you should get about 5 hours to about 4 hours on this one. And I also like the fact that you have this case, you can just put it on this case and it will charge it back. Now let's also talk about the call quality. These are earbuds, they'll be in your ears. What about calls that you take via phone? And here I would say these perform very well, much better than earlier Samsung earbuds. I would say the other parties never complained when I was taking calls on this one. And also in slightly noisy areas also, I feel that its microphone is doing actually a good job. So in terms of taking calls, it was a good experience. But I feel if you take long calls, the battery does fall pretty quickly on this one. I would say if you take a lot of calls, then it might drop down to about 3 hours. But the call quality is good if you're taking that. And also it's actually a lot more comfortable than the earlier Icon X that we had. But again, in sound, I feel the bass was slightly lacking. Now let's compare it with this AirPods. These AirPods are old. Now it's almost 2 years old, I would say. And in terms of sound quality, if it's just pure sound quality, I would say these AirPods sound better than these one. And that is particularly to the bass response. The bass response is definitely better on the AirPods. But yeah, in terms of functionality, wireless charging and stuff and all that, what you have, yes, then I feel this is better. So again, you have to decide if sound quality is the most important. Still, I would say the AirPods are better. But now if you're buying this one with the Samsung Galaxy S10, there are offers that generally this retail price of this one in India is 9,999. But if you're ordering it with the S10, S10 Plus, price comes down to about 3,000. And for that price point, I would say this is pretty good. But if you're very critical about your music and you want a headset that has a lot of bass, then definitely these are not for you. Anyways, guys, that's it for my review of this Galaxy Buds. And guys, again, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care, guys.